How can we help? We'll pray for your family. What else can we do to help your family? Just let us know. For somebody to do that basically, quote unquote, only put on a roof, that's unheard of.
No one feels like they were just a transaction to us.
We're always here, and we want to be here for people who need us.
We build relationships with our clients that last way past the life of their roof.
McRoof Fortifies Oklahoma back on the air on this date of November 1st, 1765. The Stamp Act went into effect in all British colonies. And if you're up on your American history, I believe this is what precipitated the American Revolution.
It's a tax.
A tax on everything that was printed. We didn't care for that very much. No taxation without representation, I believe, was the watchword. And then on this date of November 1st of 1787, the first free school in New York City opened. It was the African Free School on this date in 1787. Okay, Chad, I understand you want to take a shot at the trivia question. Let me remind people who just tuned in. What one factor will most significantly affect the quality of your roof installation? Is it A, the years the roofing company has been in business, B, the credentials of the installers, C, the technical competency and training of the project manager, or D, the quality of the product being installed?
Yeah, I believe the answer is C, the competency of a project manager.
Way to go, Chad.
You are correct.
Way to go, Chad. Let me ask you this.
Thank you.
Are you in the roofing space by chance?
No, I roofed houses back whenever I was a teenager over the summer, so I know a little bit about it. But
awesome.
No,
awesome.
I'm actually a project manager for the Department of Defense. So
oh man,
I understand how
you know the value of a project
important
manager,
Yes.
Chad.
Yes.
I tell you, you're spot on, and you in the roofing world in this part of the country, we all operate in a subcontractor model for the most part, other than the largest commercial contractors that have their own employees. So in a subcontractor model, we have subcontractors that are out there that are delivering, their quality of product and service. They may have the credentials, the highest level of credentials, for instance, in the roofing space. But that doesn't mean that that's how that job is getting installed. And if you don't have someone out there that is inspecting what we expect, as you said, that project management, that's where the rubber meets the road. And we have people that come to us all the time in the residential roofing space. A lot of times we have a huge part of the industry that orders material from distribution and sends a subcontract crew to the job site and basically sends somebody by a couple times a day that waves at that job. And that's the level of supervision that the job is getting, and therefore those clients in that world are getting exactly what the subcontractor wants to give them. In our world with McRoof, we have full-time on-site supervision, not just on the ground, but on the roof, inspecting and watching and documenting every single thing that's being done. And my project managers know that it does not bother me one bit for my client to see us tearing something out and redoing it, because we're not going to leave something up there that we know is not the way that it should be done, that is not the best that we can do. So,
excellent. Continuous monitor and control.
Absolutely. You got it, man. Well, I knew I was talking to somebody who knew a little bit something about construction. Chad, we appreciate you listening, appreciate you calling, and stay on the line with Randy so we can get your gift for you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad. All right. So your note here.
Hey, I do want to say one thing.
Okay. Well, it's your show. You can say whatever you want.
Answer A, years a roofing company has been in business means absolutely nothing. Just because you've been doing something wrong for 50 years does not make you a professional or proficient at it, okay? You may be proficient at doing the wrong thing.
Exactly.
All right?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
The other factors are factors that do impact the quality of what you're going to get, okay? The product itself and the credentials of the crew. Those are important, but they're not the critically important element.
But that project manager.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think the quote is actually tyranny. No, the quote was actually taxation without representation is tyranny. I believe
there
that
you
was.
go.
I believe that was the exact quote.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I think you're right. Okay. So our Roof RX zooming ahead.
Yeah, I tell you what, Roof RX is really moving into a realm where people are going to become much, much, much more aware of what Roof RX is and what Roof RX can provide throughout the ecosystem that we call insurance restoration. We have gotten significant response to my presentation at the Private Risk Managers Association convention in New Orleans a week or two ago. We have gotten a lot of response and are getting a lot of inquiry from the roofing space. Those are the people that we would call our in-network providers, the people who would actually fulfill the prescription that our data set, our annotations, and Scotty's team preparing a prescription for what needs to be done, whether that's maintenance, repair, or replacement. The in-network contractors are the companies that would actually provide that service to the marketplace. And we're talking about on a national scale. We're talking about repairs that are guaranteed for life. We're talking about accruing a credit towards the ultimate replacement of that roof. Things like that are built into the model for inspection, repair, and maintenance of any roof system at whatever point it enters our universe. Now, from a producer, an insurance agent standpoint, the data set and the annotations and the prescription are very, very important for them when they're preparing to take one of their clients to market, when they're getting ready to find a home for their client with an insurance carrier. They need to know what those conditions are and be able to have either mitigated before they go to the insurance company.
Ding, ding, ding. Word of the week, mitigated.
So they have to be able to do that. They have to be able to educate their consumer about here are the actual conditions of your roof. This is what we need to do to be able to get you into the carrier you want to be with at a price you can afford to pay. So that's from a producer agent standpoint. From a consumer standpoint, we have any number of scenarios right now where people come to us. I got a cancellation notice just because my roof is 15 years old. Insurance companies telling me to do this, that, or the other. It doesn't make any sense to me. And we go out and we do our inspection, we do our annotations, and then we can actually write the report with all of the credentials of the person that's writing the prescription, just like a doctor would. We can put all those credentials on there to where they can present that to their insurance carrier and say, here are the facts. Here's the actual data. Here are the photographs. Here are the facts of what's going on my roof. And a lot of times we're being able to get those non-renewal decisions or those cancellation decisions reversed. We've had situations where we had someone that needed to do work on, or being asked to do work on a roof from an insurance carrier that made absolutely no sense at all because it was very, very invasive. It was something that the roof only had a very short remaining life. It's something that would be addressed when that roof was replaced and that condition would be completely gone. So, that's how it works. Roof RX is building great momentum right now. We're building the models right now for the in-networks and for the consumer interface. And those are things that people will be able to see online with the new website here within the next month.
In the minute we have left before we have to go to the news break, help me understand in very simple terms, is the concept of Roof RX essentially a maintenance contract, maintenance plan?
The concept of Roof RX is it all begins with the data, okay? And so the data with the annotations by a credentialed roof person writing a prescription that is going to lead you to either this roof is in good shape and needs to be maintained, this roof needs this, and this, or this roof needs to be replaced. It's life cycle management of a roof.
Okay.
The maintenance plan, the annual re-inspections and reflights, those are very, very important so that you have a historical record of everything that has happened on that roof from the point you entered our universe.
Okay. You're listening to McRoof Fortifies Oklahoma on Freedom 96.9. I'm Rick Allen Lippert. He's Scott McCollum. Retro Radio Randy, you're off probation. You can say something.
Good morning.
We'll be back after the news.